Boy, this isn't Fallout New Vegas. Alright, welcome everybody to Heavy Bullets, connected to the high-rise hunting grounds emergency line. What's the emergency? Customers are being attacked, something is wrong in the mainframe. We can't afford to lose money like this. Someone has to go down to level 8 and put an end to whatever's causing this. Maybe one of the janitors? 5k if they don't die. A lot of lives will be lost. Yeah, they will. Give them a flashlight. It gets dark down there. Hey everybody, how is it going? And welcome to Heavy Bullets, which, fair point, certainly not Fallout New Vegas. Also, it's certainly not Devil May Cry. It's been a little bit since we had a chat. So, hello. I am Friendly Soul, or Steven, or really whatever you want to call me. Like, I'm an asshole if you want, whatever. It's been a little bit since I recorded. What have I been up to? Because my life has been a little hectic. To summarize my life over... Boy, how long has it been since I recorded? I don't remember where I was when I last recorded. It was a little bit ago. I know that. Couldn't tell you when. I believe I was recording 3 games at once, actually. There was Fallout New Vegas, which technically will follow A Tale of Two Wastelands. And then there was Minecraft, and of course Devil May Cry 5. And Devil May Cry, to its credit, I do miss that game. It's been a little bit since I've played. My life's been a little hectic, and unfortunately playing games and doing... finding the balance between all of my hobbies and life has just been a little more complicated than I was hoping. So, I'll try to summarize a little bit. Basically, since we last spoke... Excuse me? I don't know what that was. Is them over there? You? Since we last spoke, I guess the biggest, most important life change that I've had is that I actually got married. And if you know me, I didn't even think I'd get past high school, and here I am getting married. Like that, it's a bizarre concept, especially when I woke up on my wedding day and I was like, Jesus, I'm getting married. Definitely not expected, but absolutely found love of my life, and, you know, I'm incredibly happy that she was crazy enough to say yes, and also proceed with it. Like, I'm not even kidding when I say that I spent probably the last month just asking her on a daily basis if she was sure that she wanted to do it. Because it's hilarious to me, but I didn't think that she would, and lo and behold, now I'm married. So, that happened. Aside from that, I haven't been doing a whole lot. My life has basically been this big balancing act between me spending time with my family, me playing games, kind of? I don't play a whole lot of games. I've been playing a little bit of the Switch, actually. The Switch is a very good system, unless you have kids. In which case, if you have Minecraft, or really any game on the Switch that kids would be relatively interested in, it doesn't really become your Switch at that point, which is a really weird concept. But yeah, it's fine. So I've been playing I've been playing a little bit of the Switch, a lot of Mario Kart, and a lot of Smash. And I've been playing a lot of Resident Evil, actually. We completed Resident Evil 0, and we're working our way through Resident Evil 1, which is an interesting experience, and I kind of like it. It's a little different, because I'm not used to playing Resident Evil, and it is a remaster, so maybe there's something. But yeah, it's been fascinating, and it's been a different time. I feel like a very different person. I used to not really play horror games ever, not for any real reason other than I just... Excuse me. Really? It's like 3:14 in the afternoon. Anyway, so yeah, I've been playing Resident Evil. Resident Evil's been fun. I've been playing Smash. I'm not very good, but Bayonetta is Bay. And I have not done a whole lot else. I am making a game. You know, I do love games, and I like to code, so currently I'm in the process of making my own game. Where the hell am I going? So that's been a lot of fun. I'm using a cool game engine. I think I've briefly talked about it in the past, but anyway, it's slowly coming along piece by piece and bit by bit. I'm having fun. I hope to one day get enough to show you guys like an actual game out of it. I do intend on working on a demo, so by all means, there might be a demo available if people are interested at some point in the relatively near future, but I'm not gonna say anything further than that because I know not to commit to anything. Aside from the marriage, you know, all my YouTube commitments haven't worked out as well as I'd want them to, so sorry about that. But YouTube, I keep coming back to you. It's been a hell of a long time that I've been doing YouTube. I mean, in realistic terms, not that long, but I started YouTube. If you don't remember the story or you don't know the story, I started making YouTube videos when I just got out of junior high. I was in the tail end of junior high, and I spent, so junior high for context, 7, 8, 9. I spent a lot of junior high not being very popular, and not having a whole lot of self-confidence, and not doing a whole lot of things to better myself. And so I spent a lot of time being nervous and shy and whatever else. So, yeah, I've been working on that a little bit, because it's important to be confident in who you are, and YouTube was definitely an outlet that allowed me to be a little bit more confident. It taught me that I learned how to talk a lot, and my voice is a little shot because I haven't recorded in quite some time. So aside from that, I had to get used to it again. That's fine. That's normal. Make sure you drink water. Whether you're recording or not, drink water. Especially with everything going on in the world with, like, flus and COVID-19. Actually, yeah, speaking of COVID-19, please be careful out there. The world's a very scary place, and a very weird place. I mean, this whole thing that's been going on has really reminded me how strange people are as a society, and it's incredible that we've survived as long as we have. We're in a situation where there's this flu pandemic that affects your lungs, to the best of my understanding. And people are handling it by buying out all the toilet paper and then stockpiling the hell out of it and then selling it for some stupid markup on Facebook Marketplace and things. It's really weird. I don't know how we came to this. I kind of woke up one day and suddenly there was no toilet paper in stores. So anyway, in all seriousness, the whole COVID-19 situation, a lot of people have been bickering back and forth about whether or not, you know, the news is making it worse than it is, or whether or not whatever. All I know is that if you don't have the best immune system, or even if you do, like, just be careful, because anything can happen, and I don't really want anything happening to you guys. I don't want anything happening to anybody. It's a very scary time to be alive, and everyone's sort of going through this really weird thing where a lot of people are getting very sick. Sometimes it's getting very sick, getting cured, and then getting sick again. So all I want is for you guys to be careful and that nothing happens, because, yeah. Also, if you're in a situation and you're considering buying all the toilet paper, please don't. People do need that. The whole situation is still very strange to me. And I'd love to make jokes, but it's a little more of a serious topic than I would like. So, yeah, be careful out there, because life is a little scary and a little hectic, and on a day-to-day basis, nobody really knows what's going to happen. So that's all the seriousness I need to go about my day and a day. So let's get into some of the basics. Why am I playing Heavy Bullets, and why am I not playing Fallout/DMC/Minecraft? I had a situation where my Windows install needed to get redone. I needed to reinstall Windows, and reinstalling Windows in of itself isn't a terribly hard concept. Especially in my case, I have a situation where I want to be able to have all of my games and everything not on my C drive, so that if I have a situation where I have to reinstall something, normally, I guess if this might not be interesting to anybody, but I'm going to try my best to make it as quick as possible. The whole situation is most games on PC will save their save files in your documents folder, in this folder called My Games. aptly named, I guess. And my games is supposed to store your things, and that's all good, and that's all fine. But sometimes there's randomly some games that don't do it. And I don't know why. So they store games on their C drive. Devil May Cry was one of those examples. So in Devil May Cry's instance, I need to play through that game again to get to where we are. And then in the case of Fallout, it saves into the Documents folder. Documents, in my case, is not stored on my C drive, so that save file is fine. Except I had to get everything back into a state where everything was working again, because that takes some time. And I think it's mostly good, although I then ran into a predicament where it's been so long since I've recorded that I wanted to just make sure that I had everything good, so that when people come to check out my channel, it's not just me dying over and over again. In the case of Heavy Bullets, I'm making an exception, a very slight exception, because it's kind of more of a roguelike indie kind of thing. And anyway, there's 8 levels. I might make it, I might not. If I don't, it's not the end of the world. And it's not at the end of the world if I die a lot in Fallout or whatever, but I would much prefer to give you guys something a little more fascinating. So I need to get used to talking in front of a mic, but there is another piece of the puzzle, which is that I consider Fallout to be one of my bigger projects that I'm doing at the moment. Fallout and DMC are the bigger ones. Minecraft is kind of a big project, but it's kind of on the back burner, since it's not as super important as it might be. So anyway, when I had to reinstall Windows, I ended up being in a predicament where I had to decide what I wanted to do with my editing software. I traditionally always used Adobe Premiere Pro, which is fine, except I wanted to try something different and something a little more free. And so I'm trying something else. By all means, if you're watching this and you realize the quality is garbage, that's why, but I am working on it. I wanted to try to get away from... Oh, too many enemies. Not gonna let them take me out if I take out myself. I was killed by my own rocket. Yeah, so I wanted to kind of get back into the rhythm, and I wanted to try out a new program and just kind of get used to the swing of recording again since it's been so long. So that's why we're playing Heavy Bullets. But I missed you guys, and I wanted to talk to you guys again. We've been going on for about 13-14 minutes. I do want to end it here. I wanted to say, again, reiterating, please be safe. Also want to reiterate and say that it's good talking to you guys. I miss it. I love YouTube. I love talking to people, and I love talking to myself, which seems really weird, but this is one of my hobbies, and I've done it for a long time, and it's something that means a lot to me. So I intend on restarting Devil May Cry and Fallout eventually, once I get things figured out. There might be a few one-offs up until then, just until I get everything all good. But if you guys enjoyed, you guys know the drill. Maybe leave a like if you liked it, although if you didn't like this, if I rambled or said something you didn't like, leave a dislike. Let me know what you didn't like, I'll try to fix it up. And if you're new around here, and this is the first video you've seen of me, I'll leave a couple of one-offs, and maybe a full playlist in the end screen. You could probably see it now, actually, or right about now. I can't, because all I'm looking at is my game, but if you are new, be sure to check out some other stuff. If you like this, you might like some other stuff. If you're not new, again, maybe check out some of my other stuff if you haven't seen it before. And I just wanted to give an update and say that I fully intend on Fallout and Devil May Cry to start up soon. I have a few ideas for games after that. We're slowly getting back into the rhythm. So if you guys enjoyed, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I do hope you guys all have an absolutely amazing day, and, well, ciao.